If you thought she was smart in high school, honey, you are not. But let's get into it. Basically what I'm saying is, don't get cuffed your freshman year. Match energy, okay?
Make me wanna say la 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 la. Make me wanna say.
Shout out to my mom and Jesus.
Hi my sweets. So I have been putting off this video for quite a minute just because I have wanted to film other videos, but I'm driving to go see my friend and I thought might as well. So the setup that we have today is I have my Mac right here because I film with my phone, and also I have clothes on, so don't even try to say nothing. Anyways, so today's video essentially is going to be about just 10 things that I wish I knew before freshman year, because it was rocky. It was definitely one of like my worst years of my like life, educationally, but socially it was one of the best. And so I just want to help y'all out, and that's just simply on period. So what's in the actual suck? Alright, we're back in business. So one, you need to look at the syllabus and look at what is considered an A, a B, and a C, because I know from my macroeconomics class, he would literally change the grading scale after every single testing period, like every single exam. So like I was thinking I was gonna get a B because I had like a 78, but turns out he changed the grading scale at the end. Like he literally changed it every single exam, and I ended up getting a C in the class. That was my first C ever in life. So I mean, that definitely hit different for sure. A little stung a little bit, but you know, you live and you learn. I'm trying to help y'all. Make sure y'all check. And honestly, like, just motherfucking check the syllabus back and forth, because you never really know. Okay, so 2, figure out what your best note-taking method is for different classes, because it's not about to be the same. Because like for psychology, I made flashcards. Like when I tell you I was queen FLASH cards, like I was queen flashcards. Like I was like, and that's why I literally got an A. And I literally, like, my friend took her exams a couple of days after me, so I helped her and I gave her that, just because I was just like, girl, like I really need you to pass this class. Basically, the way you take notes is gonna be the way that helps you study, because when I tell you to study for these tests, I truly do mean it. Like, you cannot do these last minute type stuff. Like, if you thought she was smart in high school, honey, you are not. Like, college is about learning, and when I tell you about to learn, you really about to learn. You about to cry too, but you're gonna learn. I promise you, you're gonna learn. Okay, it's 2 and 3 are kind of the same. It's figuring out what your best study method is. If it's sitting on the terrace and just being one with the earth and just looking over Quizlets, look over Quizlets. If it's staying inside with nobody like around you, motherfucking stay inside and make sure there's nobody around you. Like, you need to make sure you study a week and a half to 2 weeks before the exam, because when I tell you this joke is hard, I truly do mean that with all my heart. Like, y'all are not ready. Like, if you're watching this, which I'm
Can you learn how to drive, please? Like, what's wrong with you?
Basically what I'm saying is, like, you need to learn, like, you need to figure out your best way to like study. And for me, my best way to study, it just depends on different classes, but with like coding, I like to sit by myself, listen to lo-fi, and just like really get it out. And it honestly just depends, but you gotta figure out yours. Like early, like first 2-3 weeks, like you need to sit down and make a schedule for yourself. Okay, this is when my exam is. This is when I need to start studying for my exam, because it's not gonna be looking cute at all when you failing and it's close to the end, because there's no getting out of that. Like, trust me, there's no getting out of that. Trust me, from experience, there's no getting out of that. So motherfucking study and figure out your best study methods. Like, and if you can, try to find somebody that has like the same like learning style and learns at the same like pace as you. Because when I tell you find that, ooh, it's about to be so beautiful. Because I found a friend like that for coding, because coding was really difficult for me and still is, but you know, you live and you learn. And
people just don't know how to drive. Like, hurry up.
like my friend Isaiah, we learn at the same speed. Our coding knowledge is just about the same, and honestly, like, you will learn to love studying with people because, like, you guys can bounce off each other. And honestly, I'm a big loner, but sometimes you gotta ask for help. Like, do not be afraid to ask for help, or you're really about to fail. Like, and that's just simply on period. Like, that's period with a T, like a capitalized T. Number 4, professors are rude. It's really hard to become a teacher's pet unless you're like, they're very nice and you already are a pro at the concept. You're just retaking the class because it's like a prereq for something. Also, they don't care about your reasonings for missing class. They don't care for if you miss an exam. They're gonna be like, okay, just take the next one. Or if it's a class that they dropped the lowest exam, okay, this will be the one that I dropped. Unless, like, you're just about to die, or you about to, like, you have to go, not even a funeral, like, they might not even care about that. It honestly just depends on your teacher. And being in computer science, I have a lot of Chinese, like, Asian teachers, and they really don't care. Like, all my computer science teachers, like, when I tell you they don't care, like, I've had a white computer science teacher for my intro to coding class, intro to Java class, and my intro to advanced Java class. When I tell y'all they don't care, like, literally this lady lost these people's exams, and she was like, I'm sorry. No, she was just like, well, you probably didn't even take the exam. But the thing is, I saw these people come into the class, and they were like, everybody saw me come in. She's like, well, I can't take their word, and I can't find the exam, but I can find everybody else's, so this will be the one that's dropped. And I'm just like, and it was right before the final exam, so that means that even if they plan on not taking the final exam, sorry, but you got to take it, because that other exam that the professor lost, yeah, that's the one that got dropped. So, like, it honestly, it really sucks. In college, sometimes it really, really does suck, and sometimes it's really, really amazing. It honestly just depends, but that's life. Like, you will literally, like, want to literally, like, kick your professor straight in the throat, but you can't, because they're there to teach you, even if they're horrible teachers. So, I mean, sorry about it, but honestly, professors are rude, point blank period. You might get a couple good ones, but I just feel like as you get older, and you, like, first semester freshman year and second semester freshman year, you might have a couple few good teachers, but I don't know. Honestly, it just depends on your school, and if, like, you learn fast and just your learning, like, style. I don't know. I learn slow, and when professors go fast, I be getting real heated, but what can I really do? So I just go back and sit down and go over the material myself, because it's my education at the end of the day. Like, they don't care. Either way, they get a paycheck, so they really don't care. I'm gonna keep it a buck, 1,000, a million, and 3. They don't care. So yeah, on to number 5. Okay, number 5 isn't really about education, but it's just like when you're in college. Like, I went to a college where there was, like, a lot of, like, my mutuals, and I went to 13 different elementary / middle / high schools, and I seen a lot of people that I knew, and I would wave at them. But the thing is, I changed my hairline, and sometimes people in college are like, oh, like, I'm too cool to wave, like, blah blah, and I'm just like, bro, like, I don't care if you're too cool. Like, you're gonna notice me, you're gonna wave back. So I mean, maybe this is just like a me thing, because I'm very social, and I really be getting butthurt when people, like, don't wave back at me. But sometimes people need a wave. I honestly feel like this is a me thing. Let me know. But I'm just like, I just want to be friends with everyone. So when you don't wave back, I really be getting butthurt. Like, okay, on to number 6. Alright, so let's get into it. So in high school, I never dated. I was very focused in school, and I was just super dedicated to just my education. So when I got to college, I was like, oh my god, like, what the suck? Like, oh my gosh, like, there are so many versions of, like, guys. Like, do not get caught up on these high school boys, because when I tell you, they don't compare. Like, don't compete where you don't compare, and that's high school boys versus college boys. I mean, they do have about the same maturity level, but when I tell you, you're gonna see, like, different variations of whites, Asians, blacks, Hispanics. Ooh, like, ooh, uno, dos, no, tres, dato. You know, like, that's really how I felt. Because I was like, bro, like, I have never seen somebody like you in my entire life. You are so motherfucking fine. Or if you're in high school, you're hung up on like a little summer fling, drop them. Because when I tell you, you about to get into college and you about to see all these boys, you're going to be like, ooh, I gotta go. Because I just try to be single. Like, just try to be single, okay, please. Because you're just gonna have so many different temptations, and that's why I'm so glad I broke up with my boyfriend before I went off to college. Cause I was like, I live about 45 minutes away from him when I moved to my dorms, and I was just like, it's just not gonna work. Okay, 6 kind of feeds into 7. Like I was saying to y'all, like, when I tell you there's so many cute boys, like, you're not gonna want to go in with a relationship, because like you're gonna kind of like, if you're like me, like if I had a boyfriend going into college, like I would have felt like so bad, like linking up with all these different guys. And the thing is with them, it's like I was like, it was just like coffee dates or like study days, and I was just like trying to feel my way through what I was attracted to, because in high school I really did not have the chance. I had the chance, but I moved so much and I would just really focus in school and like extracurriculars. I just didn't feel like just to basically have a boyfriend and like really give them my full attention. So going into college, like, don't be in a relationship, because it's dead. Like, you're gonna meet all these new people and your boyfriend probably isn't gonna go to the same college as you, and you're really gonna be sitting there like, okay, well, will my man be mad at me if I do this and this, or if I hang out with these boys? And like, I don't know, and honestly it just depends like how strong your relationship is. But I felt like my relationship was just weak, and like we were both on the same wavelength, like we had the same vibe, like, yo, this really isn't working, like let's just basically break up, because it's just not working. So I mean, I guess it's up to you, but for me, I'm so glad I broke up with him, because it was just such a weight off my shoulders, and I went into college like
ooh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna see all these boys.
A year later, I'm still single, so that definitely is different. Basically, what I'm saying is, don't get cuffed your freshman year.
Put your eggs in different baskets, essentially, is what I'm saying.
Because my dumb self went in single. First semester, I was living it up. Second semester, I got like low-key cuffed, and that was just so ugly, and it just didn't end up well, because I should have just been putting my eggs in 8,000 different baskets. Like, don't like settle down unless you're like, okay, like I can see myself with a dog and a few kids with you. You feel me? Like, just really ride the wave. Like, don't like, and match energy, please. Like, match energy. Like, oh, they not texting me? Say less. Let me just go on Tinder and swipe and find somebody new. You feel me? Like, match energy. Okay, match energy. Okay, anyways, let's go on to number 8, because I'm just rambling. Okay, number 8. There's always going to be another party. Like, I remember, this is one thing I remember from engineering camp. This, like, the main, like, camp leader was like, just know there'll always be a way to retake another class. There'll never be a day to relive another party. And I'm just like, bro, like, that is not good advice to give, because, like, missing one party is okay. It's literally I'm gonna tell you what a party is. Basically, party, lights, booty short, hey, what. And then that's really just about it. Like, that's really just about it. Then the cops get called and you run. So I mean, you could relive that really, like, in a dream, if you want to. Really study throughout the week, and if you don't get your junk done, you sit your butt down and study, because at the end of the day, we're going to college to get a motherfucking education. I have very high anxiety at times, and college will do that to you. Like, it will give you anxiety you never knew, like levels of anxiety you never knew could be, like, produced in your body. And it'll be produced. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. It's gonna be produced. I'm not gonna hold you, but you better sit your little tail down and study, okay? And if you feel like, okay, like, I'm good, girl, go ahead and go to the party, okay? Like, it's all up to you. But for me, I just can't be stressed at a party. Like, I'm not really about to live my best life if I'm just sitting there wow, I really should be studying biology right now, you feel me? So, college is expensive. So retaking a class or taking a summer class, like, that takes a toll on your bank account, on your student loans. Like, that just takes a toll in general. So, I mean, I would suggest y'all try to pass the first time, and while also having a social life and partying. And just being a cute girl when that's just simply on period. Okay, number 9, or 8, I'm not sure. Don't compare yourself. And the thing is, I kind of sound like a hypocrite saying this, but when I tell you, okay, well, that's pointless. When I tell you, like, I really struggle with comparing myself because, like, I came into a major where I had absolutely, like, not absolutely, but like, I really didn't know what was going on, but it just, you go to college to learn, and I once learned about a whole new world, and that was computer science. So, basically, like, in my field, okay, STEM, we just gonna keep it a stack. STEM majors are very holier than thou. Like, they think that, I know myself, like, we honestly think that our majors are better than everyone else's because, like, we make the most money. Like, if, like, the difference between, like, a STEM major and, like, a liberal arts major, like, you'll see liberal arts right all the mother-second time. STEM majors, we just do math all the time. And it's, like, that's the difference between the different, like, majors, like, major groups, I guess.
And we really think we're just the, like, crap, you feel me?
Okay, finally, number 10, the tutoring center is your mother-sucking best friend. These people get paid, like, they take tests in order to be tutors, so that, like, they're literally proficient in whatever they're helping you with. And there's multiple. And when I tell you, they might make you feel dumb. They really might. But the thing is, they've taken the classes that they're helping you with. So just take it with a grain of salt. And honestly, they know what they're talking about. Like, they might say it in a rude way, but they know what they're talking about. So what can you really do? You feel me? They definitely sometimes think they're better than you just because they have a tutoring job and something. But look, he can't really do anything about that. But I didn't understand that there was a tutoring center until the second semester. And I mean, the first semester, I mean, it wasn't that hard, so I mean, whatever. But sometimes there's tutoring centers specifically for your major. These people, like, they knew what they're doing. It was open Saturdays. I was in there like swimwear, you feel me? Like, I was doing the darn thing. Like, they knew my name by heart, and not just simply on period. And once you get the tutors to know your name by heart, they're gonna be like, what you need help with, Faith? What you need help with, Ashley? What you need help with, Jayla? You feel me? Like, so yeah, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you're watching this and you're going to ASU and you see me, bro, say hi. Like, run up to me and hug me. Like, I don't even care. Like, I want to have lunch with you. I don't even care. Like, I really don't even care. It's kind of dark and you can't see me, but